I bought these from a guy with a Volvo. I think it's gonna look really good. Let's get to work. Hey guys, so I finally got the Ford in the garage. It just fits. Not a lot of space, but it's fine. I can now change the wheels, the really cool wheels that I bought. So I bought these from a guy with a Volvo because this car was built as a joint operation between Ford Europe and Volvo back in the day, because this engine is also a Volvo modular engine. So this is the right bolt pattern. I think it's gonna look really good. Let's get to work. I'll try not to damage the wheels. That was easy. First I'm gonna keep the car on the floor to loosen up all the bolts. Then I can crank it up and get the wheels off. Now the rear. There we go. Okay, that is loose. Nice. Okay, here we go. Okay, I just sheared this bolt somehow. The thing is still in there. What? I've never seen this. That's strange. Okay, that's loose. Good. I didn't even have to kick it. Okay. I should actually paint this red or green or something. Yellow, whatever. What color does Ford Racing use? Unfortunately, these tires don't have a direction arrow. Well, unfortunately. So I don't know if it goes left or right. So according to the internet, that means it is omnidirectional, and I can put it on either side. So I'll just put it in here in the front. There are two tires that are more worn, less profile, and there's two other tires that are less worn, they're more profile. And counterintuitively, the low profile should go in front, because the rear traction is more important for safety, because it's easier to catch understeer than oversteer. If you lose rear grip, you're gonna crash, probably, because you have no control. But if you lose front grip, it's easier to save it. You're just gonna understeer a bit. So I'll just put these on the front and hopefully don't crash. Okay, it fits, but it's not centered. Yeah, you can see pretty clearly that the center bore is different from the axle, so it's not gonna be stable. So I absolutely need the rings. It is really not wise to hang the wheel only by the lug nuts. You need a center ring. The lug nuts are really only for clamping the wheel, not to center it. It's gonna lead to vibration, uneven wear, a whole bunch of differences and risks. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna order new rings. I'm gonna measure it up so I can mount it properly. This video is gonna pause for now. I think I can leave it like this. I don't have to drive anywhere in the coming days, next week maybe, and you won't notice a thing. Well, I can do one thing today. I've got this S-Max sticker for on the bumper here. It's a pale consolation, but at least I'm doing something today. I clean it with Dusty. I don't have acetone, but I think it should grip pretty good. Yes, I guess the S-Max words are in the center, so to avoid any bubbles or creases. Wow, nice package. I got my brake paint and my center rings. So let me see. Brake caliper paint. These are my rings. First thing, I'll just try to fit these. See if this actually makes the wheels fit. This goes on here. That fits. Now it's centered. Perfect. Great. Okay, so now I know that will fit. I'll see if I can figure this thing out. What do we have? Brake caliper hardener. A brush. Brake special cleaner. Do not spray on hot surfaces. Here's the paint. Instruction manual. Okay, clean with steel brush to remove the residue. Then clean the surface with the brake cleaner, which is this, but I also have brake cleaner here. Spray on the brake cleaner and leave it drying for 5 minutes. Step 2 is removing rust, so I've got some COVID masks remaining, so remember COVID? I opened the garage door just to make sure there's some ventilation going on. I closed my house door. Okay, that is looking much better. I have to mask off the contact area, which is the brake disc obviously, and also all the tubes and the rubber brake cables. Okay, mixing the paint. I have paint and hardener, and I have to mix them 2.5 to 1, which is a whole can and a whole tube. But it's hardener, so the paint is going to start hardening, and then you have to apply it. And there is 2 hours after mixing, I can apply the paint. I'm not going to finish this job tonight. I might have to mix a smaller quantity because I want to do it now, obviously, because I have the wheels off now. But I also have a little deadline because in the weekend I'm meeting people, so the car needs to drive then. I'm just gonna mix 1/4 of the tubes and then do 1 wheel tonight, and then maybe another one. Then at least I know how it works. I got a little cup from the kitchen and then my measuring cup from my protein powder, so that should work. 125. So we need 1/4, which is 30. Okay, so 12.5 of this. This goes together. And that's 8 minutes. Let's mix again and then start applying the paint. It's called Racing Rosso. That's looking pretty. Let's add a second layer. Rear disc is much smaller than the caliper, so with the same batch that I made, I can do this caliper as well. I did it off camera, but well, that's about it. I got 3 layers of paint here and then 2 layers at the rear. I'm gonna let it dry tonight, and then some other evening or day I'll do the other side of the car, and then for the weekend I can put the wheels on and then it'll be done, and it's gonna look really good.
A spark ignites.